Hey besties, today we're going back to ballet. I think it's funny that this outfit that I'm wearing right now, minus the skirt, I wore it last week as a costume because last week was Halloween weekend and my birthday, but it was Halloween, so I went as a ballerina because I already had everything because I started going to ballet last year at about this time, and I was pretty consistent with it for a while, but then earlier this year I was living in Texas for about 7 months. Since coming back from Texas, I have gone to one class. I'm in the most basic ballet class. There's like intro 1, intro 2, and then beginner. I do intro 1. This year though, when I came back from Texas, I tried intro 2 just for bands, like just to see what it was like. And I mean, I was definitely like the least, I'll give myself, I tried. Okay, we'll put it that way. I tried. I always like a little contrasting glitter moment for some reason when I'm like barely wearing any makeup. I think it's, ooh, that is a lot. Sometimes you get glitter all over your face and that's just the way life goes. This red is not showing up. I feel like it's because I'm a little bit sweaty right now and it's just, I don't know. How does it feel being 23? I would say so far, it's been exactly a week. I'm just sad to not be 22 anymore because I was so excited to turn 22 because it's my favorite number. And ever since I was a child, I just always really felt like, I don't know, that would be like my year. And it really was. Like, I gotta be honest, 22 really slayed. I went to Toronto for my birthday. I went to Toronto again for my birthday last week, but 22 was the first time I did it. So everything was like new and exciting. And then, I mean, being in Texas for like majority of 22 was so fun and freeing. Being in like a completely different state that I've never been in for like that long, and just doing so many new things and like going out and having so many new experiences. I was living with my brother and my sister-in-law, and I was telling her that like being in Texas I felt like I grew more as a person than like my entirety of university. I think I just learned more about myself and found more things that I like to do. So 22 was really fun. And then also like this past year went to Costa Rica for my sister's bachelorette. My sister got married and it was really, it was a lot, but it was like fun and challenging. I gave a speech at her wedding that made people cry, and I was just going off the dome at one point. Like I think I was really proud of 22. I was proud of the things I accomplished. I learned more things that I was capable of. So I feel like it was a fruitful year overall, on top of just like being my favorite number and like, ooh, it looks cute. So yeah, in that aspect, I'm like, I don't know if 23 is gonna live up to 22, but I've been reassured it doesn't go all downhill from here. So hopefully we can keep these good vibes going. So 23 is just as good. I don't want to put any pressure on her though. I'm just going with the flow. Not gonna be too serious about it, but hopefully she's good. Where are you spraying? Okay. Okay, we're done here. Truly an autumn girl. Like, I know I may make this season about me because my birthday and everything, but just like, how can you not love the trees and the weather when it's not disgustingly horribly gray yet? But like, fall, like peak fall weather. She beats spring for sure. Okay, so I finished ballet. It was really good. We can't record in there, so I'll show you what I learned when I get home. But I want to go to this coffee shop that's near here. I wonder if they have this drink that I got last year when I first started going to ballet. It was like a pumpkin spice cold brew and it was really good. But even the next time I tried to go there last year, they didn't make it the same. But we're gonna try now. I got my coffee. It definitely wasn't on the menu anymore, but like the barista, I was just standing there I was like squinting at the menu and he was like, "Is this your first time here?" And I was like, "No, I'm just not seeing," like I was like, last time I got like a pumpkin spice cold brew, but like I don't know if you still have it. So and he was like, "Oh, like I can check." And I was like, "Yeah, well, like I'm not seeing." And he was like, "No, like let me just like check." So he's like shuffling through all the cabinets and stuff, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, like I found the syrup, like I think I can make it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, "Did you want that like iced, or he was like, "Do you want it like hot?" And I was like, "Oh, it was a cold brew." And he was like, "Oh, okay, do you want like sweet cold foam?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure," because like I want it to be sweet. And then he was like, "Okay, like well I have to make the cold foam, like so that'll take a second." And he was like, "Is that okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he's like, "Are you like cool with waiting?" And I was like, "Yeah, like that's fine." I just sat, was reading a bit, but like I don't know why I thought we were having a moment or something. Me when a barista literally does his job. Anyways, I wanted to taste it for the first time. It smells good and it looks cute. You can't tell, but like the cream actually is like orange. I'm surprised they don't actually have it back because it just turned November. And I know that I got it like late October, beginning of November last year because that's when I started going to ballet. But all they have right now are like peppermint mocha stuff already. So I'm like, dang, like what happened to pumpkin spice season? Anyways. Oh, this is good. Wow. Oh, this is really good. I'm always afraid every time I get cold brew, it's not gonna be sweet because I really don't like the taste of coffee. Like every time I get coffee, like it has to be sweet. The only thing I really get is like, well, anytime I get coffee, I always get like vanilla syrup in it and stuff like that, or like a white chocolate mocha or like something like that, just so it's, yeah, this is good. Also, I did a half turn in ballet class and my instructor was like, "Good, beautiful," in front of everyone. So she also told me to straighten out my knee like 1,000 times, but I'm sorry, I'm just not flexible. That's what ballet has really taught me, but we're working on it and I haven't been in a while. That doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I still cannot get my knee up to like my elbow, but we're learning and I like going. But now we're gonna go to Value Village because I want to see if I can get a scarf. There were cute hats and scarves at Uniqlo, but they just weren't like chunky enough. They were heat tech and all, no doubt they'd keep me warm, but I want a chunky scarf, you know? So I have some devastating, terrible, catastrophic, horrendous news. The last clip I recorded when I got home, when I showed you what I learned in ballet class and I showed my scarf, she got corrupted. She's nowhere to be found, but I'm here to show you the scarf that I did get from Value Village. She's cute. She's a little bit chunky. She's a little bit colorful. I'm really excited to wear her with like my black puffer jacket that I usually wear. I think it'll be a cute little pop of color. But this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. It felt good to edit again. Sometimes I have issues staring at myself for hours and hours and hours on end, especially when I say like in every other word. But it felt good to edit again, and I want to try doing this again. So please come back. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.